Good evening. In tonight's regional news, we tell you that UK businesses and consumers will benefit from a trade continuity agreement maintaining current arrangements with countries in the Caribbean soon after Britain leaves the European Union. Trade Policy Minister George Hollingbury signed the UK CARIFORUM Economic Partnership Agreement with ministers and representatives from Barbados, Belize, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The news has been welcomed by businesses and business groups, including the West Indies Rum and Spirits Producers Association, one of the oldest private sector trade associations in the Caribbean. WIRSPA represents some brands well known to UK consumers, including Appleton, Angostura, and Mount Gay Rum. The agreement will allow these businesses and many others across the Caribbean to trade like they do now without any additional barriers or tariffs. It eliminates all tariffs on all goods imported from the signing countries into the UK, while those Caribbean states will continue gradually to cut import tariffs on most of the region's imports from the UK. The UK is an important export market for the Caribbean, and the UK bought 100% of St. Lucia's banana exports, as well as 69% of Belize's banana exports in 2017. In addition, 81% of Guyanese and 64% of Jamaican sugarcane exports went to the UK. These preferential terms are part of the UK's government's commitment to supporting developing countries to reduce poverty through trade. It will help them to grow their economies, create jobs, increase incomes, and reduce reliance on overseas aid in the long term. Based on current trade flows, exporters of banana and other fruits and nuts could save over £14 million a year in tariff charges that could apply if the agreement wasn't in place, while exporters of sugarcane and other sugar products could save more than £20 million. Consumers in the UK will continue to benefit from more choice and lower prices for products from these countries. The agreement also covers the services sector, including tourism, which will benefit British nationals who spend £900 million a year during some 900,000 visits to the Caribbean. It will help small and medium businesses in the Caribbean to promote sustainable tourism and follow international environmental and quality standards. The UK is seeking to provide continuity for existing EU trade agreements covering more than 70 countries that account for 11% of total UK trade, and they're making good progress, having recently signed agreement with Switzerland and Israel. But like all these agreements, the new UK CARIFORUM agreement replicates the existing trading agreements as far as possible. It is expected to come into effect as soon as the implementation period ends in January 2021. But like all these agreements, the new UK CARIFORUM agreement replicates the existing trading agreements as far as possible. It is expected to come into effect as soon as the implementation period ends in January 2021. We tell you now that the CARICOM community foreign ministers over the weekend met with Venezuela's opposition leader, Juan Guaido, as the region seeks to help facilitate a peaceful resolution to the crisis in the South American country. And they say it was a significant initial step. A statement issued by the CARICOM Secretariat yesterday said Guaido's delegation met the ministers in Barbados on Saturday, and the opposition leader, who has declared himself Venezuela interim's leader, joined via teleconference. The meeting provided a greater understanding of Mr. Guaido's views and perspectives on how to move forward in the search for peaceful resolutions, as well as his willingness to take part in meaningful discussions. The participants accepted the benefit of further agreement, the CARICOM statement noted. The meeting was held in accordance with the decision of CARICOM heads of government to provide good offices in facilitating a peaceful resolution to the Venezuela crisis through a meaningful internal process. CARICOM has insisted that the crisis in the Spanish-speaking nation be resolved without intervening in the country's affairs. Guaido has been supported in his move to try to replace Nicolas Maduro as president by the United States as well as other Western countries. But China and Russia are in Maduro's corner. And that's all for tonight's regional news. Back to you, Javon.